are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get a baseball slate. It is Saturday, so we get a full baseball slate. We get game
Four.
Yeah.
There you go. Numbers.
Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We get game 3 of the CFL season. And we get the full baseball slate. No WNBA. That will be returning tomorrow. Not like we go over it anyway, but we just got hockey, Canadian football, and baseball today. But
a big MLS card. I'll put that in a scroller though.
Oh, the MLS card. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I don't really cap it. So, but yeah. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to go back, look over yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Yeesh, yesterday. Yesterday was tricky. Started off 9-3-1 in baseball, up 4.85 units. Tampa Bay Rays, first 5 run line was a winner. Arizona, first 5 was a winner. Arizona -1 full game was a winner. Pittsburgh, first 5 was a winner. Pittsburgh team total over 4.5 was a winner. You know your days go well when, for me, the Dodgers' first 5 was a void. They would have lost the first 5. Minnesota, first 5 money line, winner. Nationals, first 5 money line, pushed. Oakland, first 5, winner. Started the day off 7-0-1 in baseball. Went 2-3 to end the day. But Miami got walked off on. The Reds were done in the first inning for that first 5. Mariners team total over 3.5, never in doubt. Thank you, Mike Ford, for a 9th inning solo shot to make it 5-4. Mariners money line loss though. Red Sox first 5 money line was a winner. So overall 9-3-1 in the MLB. 2-1, up 1.67 units in the NBA. Heat team total under 103.5, winner. First half under 105.5, lost by the hook. And under 210.5 full game was a winner. So nice NBA day. The CFL was nice. I went 2-0. Winnipeg -5.5 was a winner. And the over 47.5 was an easy winner, as 73 points were scored last night. Defense optional, beautiful thing. 2-0 in the CFL. WNBA goes 3-0, up 1.6 units. Indiana Fever money line winner there. Dallas Wings -4.5 winner there. LA Sparks -3.5 winner there. I'm now 8-1 in my last 9 WNBA plays. 6-0 in my last 6. So on a nice little winning streak there in the WNBA. Overall was an amazing day. 16-4-1, up 8.22 units. Definitely a good night last night for me.
Back in the green for the month of June, which is very nice to see. We're now up 6.37 units in the month of June, which is fantastic because yesterday we were up 8 units on the site. Really, really good day. Arizona run line, easy winner. Tampa Bay run line, easy winner. Pirates against the Mets, easy winner. Boston versus the Yankees, easy winner. Okay, that one was a close game. Washington fell apart in the bottom of the 8th inning. That was rough. Atlanta, the dream, was a loser. Dallas -4.5, never in doubt. They kind of ran away with that game at the end. I know Joe will be happy to hear this one. Indiana Fever money line +135. Cash it. Miami +115, loser. That's the Marlins. I'll talk about that game in a minute. You went 2-0 in your CFL game with Winnipeg and the over. Seattle came up a little short last night. And I did get both unders in the WNBA. I thought I missed one. That's nice to see. I cashed both of them. So I ended up going 4-1 in the WNBA yesterday. Very nice to see. I was wondering why we were up 8 units. I thought we would be up like 6. Sweet. I don't know what I read. I read it quickly this morning at like 3:30 in the morning and saw a loss, which I guess was Seattle, and then we won the other 2. Got it. I'm happy. WNBA has been going pretty solid, Nick, this year. 26-15 for that, up 10.43 units. MLS number 1 on the site as well. 23-21, up 2.53. I'll be typing in that as Nick goes to the chat. We got 7 plays in the MLS today, so let's hope it goes well.
Yeah.
Sorry, the one game I didn't talk about. I don't know how I missed it, but the Denver Nuggets are up 3-1 now in the series. So let's freaking go. I will have a Nuggets money line plus 2,000 ticket for game 5, 6, 7. They have to win one of those. So super, super pumped for that one. Although a lot of my player props did not work out. Jokic did not get the triple-double. Porter missed his over 11.5 by a hook. Murray did get his double-double, so that was nice to see. But that was it was ended up being a very good night last night. I'm really, really excited for Monday night. Join us on Earle Sports Bets, maybe even on picks from Dave as well, but at least on Earle Sports Bets Monday night 8:30 for game number 5. And if it's and I'm ready to hopefully watch the final game of the NBA this year. So there we go. Nick, I see 23 chats. Do you want to go say hi to them as I quickly put the games into the scroller?
Yeah. Also, one more thing about that Denver game last night. Did anybody have 100-1 on Aaron Gordon to be the top scorer last night?
Aaron Gordon had himself a game.
He had 27 points.
You know what that means for game 5?
Bet is under.
Bet is under. And it's and game 5 will be the Michael Porter Jr. game.
Oh my God! How many times are we going to say it's the Michael Porter Jr. game and it's never the Michael Porter Jr. game?
It's always going to be the Michael Porter Jr. game.
You're on crack, but okay. All right, let's head to the chat here. Markel in the house. Morning, gents. Gets the money on the Saturday. Yes. Morning, Aaron Gordon exploded yesterday. Him and Bruce Brown. How about them Oakland A's? Yes, sir. Yep. And we get Paul Blackburn Day. Oh, yes, I'm definitely interested in the red hot Oakland A's today. The series is over. Nuggets get it done next game. They are 9-point favorites next game.
The series is not over yet. I will not say anything until then.
Yeah. Morning. Yankees did not come through Fernando or the over. Red Sox first 5 did.
Let's go Red Sox.
Yeah. Nate the Train is the he fights tonight. I believe he fights Dan Ige, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Ige money line.
I did not bet them. Yeah. Astros broke my heart last night. I did not play the game. I was leaning Guardians, and I'm glad I didn't bet the game, even though I would have been on the Guardians, because I did not want to sweat for 14 innings. No, thank you. Told y'all plus 1.5 or plus 2.5 with the Athletics. I had the first 5 minutes.
You won outright.
Yeah, I was on the first 5 money line. Of course, the Angels' first 5 failed, ended with a tie, and the Orioles didn't cover. Yeah. Our Mets a stay-off team right now without Alonso. We'll get into it. We will get into it. Don't give out plays you're not going to bet.
We don't.
Oh, no, because he said that to Fernando that the Yankees didn't win. No, it's a fade right now.
The Mets are, yes.
Had Angels full game last night, but looking at first 5 today, line falling has me confused. We'll get into it. You asked for my opinion. Covered with the points, Seattle with the points. There you go. I'm going to start fading some people in the chat. There you go. Nate the Train plus 500. Celtics shirt underneath. What? Oh, what's up, guys? What's good, Lane Elliott?
No, I have a Mets shirt underneath.
Run to the bank with that ticket, my guy. Yeah. I had Angels money line, Storm plus 12.5, and Sparks money line parlay. There you go. Fernando, that was my only pick that lost on a 5 pick. I'm pissed. Fair. No, Michael Porter Jr. is not going to show up.
Michael Porter Jr. game. It's always going to be Michael Porter Jr. game.
Never mind. I did pick the Yankees last night. Oh, well. One lost. Shout out to Oregon baseball.
Oh, my God. That was insane.
Nope. That's us against the bookies. Yep. I took the Guardians, and I never take them. You got quite the sweat last night. Danige money line. Yeah.
I'm messing with you. I'm not betting it.
Morning, ESB. Two team parlays last night. Cash for 4 units. Unfortunately, lost 3.5 on video poker.
Unbelievable.
Can't blame the chat. That's why you got to do your own research. There you go. My PC screen off, looks blue, looks green. Interesting. Okay. I gotta say, it was you guys. It was you guys was due for a nice winning day on basketball, but you all know it's not happening again today, though. Well, there's no basketball today.
Yeah,
so
there's no basketball today. You're right. We're not going to have a winning basketball day. We won't have a losing basketball day either.
What we will do, though,
is we will talk some Stanley Cup hockey, where I think this is going to be a very similar series to the NBA. But we got the Vegas Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers. It's a pick'em, total of 5.5. You guys already know I have Vegas 12-1 to win the Cup. Nick, are the Vegas Golden Knights going to take a 3-1 lead, or are the Florida Panthers going to tie it up and make it a series?
I like Vegas here. Let's take a look at the line movement here, which there's been a pretty decent line movement. I got plus 109 with Vegas. It's now a pick'em. Line opened up at plus 109. It's now a minus 104. 13-cent line movement towards the Vegas Golden Knights. Line opened up at 6 minus 1 or plus 118 to the over. It's now 5.5 juice towards the it was 6 plus 118 to the over. Yes. Now it's 5.5 minus 121 to the over. So somewhat of a little bit of a line movement there. We have 61% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Vegas Golden Knights. 77% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over in the game. Now, for me, I'm already on the Vegas Golden Knights. I got it at plus 109 for this game. I was on it last game. We'll go back to it this game. I'm on the first period over 1.5 at minus 125. Vegas 15-2 to the first period over 1.5 in the playoffs so far. And I think every single game from now on is going to be Vegas money line and first period over. So that's what I'm on for that one. Vegas money line, first period over. You're muted, Tim.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was cracking open the my thing. Oh, baseball? We're not having another good baseball day? You don't even know what we're on yet.
I haven't even made a bet today yet.
Yeah, come on, we haven't even done anything yet. The chat popping, yes it is. I will hit a big parlay today to recoup my you get it, Nathan. Fernando, I meant to fade you, not the chat. Big facts. Nate is plus $2, not $5. I sprinkled the sub at 12, 475 for decision, 425 inside the decision, inside the distance. Have fun. You didn't bet the Athletics. We might be betting the Athletics again today. I need VGK money line to cash a 4-team parlay that will pay 1.7 units. There you go. Hey yo. Panthers on the money line. No. VGK money line. Yes. I like the over 5.5.
I think it's kind of tricky, the total. I prefer the first period over 1.5 rather than the full game over 5.5 because I can see it being very similar to last game where it's 1-1 at the end of one period, and then it's 2-2 at the end of regulation, and you don't get your over.
Yeah, I'm just joking with you, Fernando. I like the Yankees also. Well, we won't talk the Yankee game yet because we got the Red Blacks and the defending champ. No,
nope, that's the Argonauts.
Toronto won it. Not
Toronto. No, not Montreal.
Red Blacks and the Owlettes in the CFL. Nick, you're 2-2 to start the CFL season. Owlets are -2 with a total of 43 and a hook. What do you like for this one? And I'm gonna as you talk, I'm gonna put up on the site. You just got to edit the description for it.
Okay, I'm on the Alouettes in this game. I personally got in at 3 though, and it's now down to a 2. Line opened up at a 1.5, got up to a 3, and it's come back down to a 2. This line's been all over the place, and when we look at it here, I think there will be value on Ottawa going forward, but not in this game. Ottawa is going to be one of those teams similar to Edmonton where if you want to back them, you kind of need some points to do it. Now, you're getting 2 points in this game. I don't think that's enough to back Ottawa. I don't really trust their quarterback, Nick Arbuckle, who struggled with Edmonton last year, and then he comes over to Ottawa. He wasn't very good in Ottawa last year either. They did start winning a little bit at the end of the season, but this is still a Ottawa team that finished tied for the worst record in the CFL last year with the Edmonton Elks that I could see struggling again this year. They were a better road team than home team, Ottawa. This is probably why this is only a 2 rather than maybe a 5.5, a 5 or a 6 type of line. But I do think the Alouettes take care of business here in this one. Unfortunately, BetOnline does not have team totals for CFL, which is kind of annoying because I want team totals for the CFL, especially for tomorrow. But let me take a look here. I believe, we can get it on. Oh wow, they're not even doing us any favorites on this one here. On Bovada, they're offering 22.5 -160 to the under for the Red Blacks. I think this is an under game as well. I see Ottawa struggling on offense. I could see Montreal controlling the game on defense. And this game goes under the total. 56% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the under. 50% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Alouettes. The line's moved from 1.5 to 2. So the line has moved towards the Alouettes since the opening line. But I think the under is not a bad look in this one either. 43.5 is a little bit low for a CFL game, but I would have to lean under in this game. But I am on the Alouettes in this one.
Alouettes it is. Man, F Yankees. Yes. Yes, I'm cracking open in Arizona. 3-2 VGK. We'll take it. A little late, but what's up, Rose? What's up, Victor? I could also see Florida game going into overtime. They're undefeated in overtime. I hope not. Under in the Owlettes game.
Yeah, I could definitely. Yeah, I like the under in that Alouettes game.
Alouettes -2.
At this point, you could probably grab the money line.
There you go. Let's hop into the next game, which is some baseball.
Yeah, let's get into the diamond here. A little bit of an interesting line here for this opening game. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Detroit Tigers. The Diamondbacks -120 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Line opened up at a -135 for the D-backs. It's down to a -120, so a 15-cent line movement towards the Diamondbacks in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5, -125. It's now a 9 at -110, so it's moved up. It opened up 8.5 juice towards the over. Now it's 9 pick 'em on both sides. So interesting line movement here. Let's take a look at the ticket count and the cash flow for this game, we have, oh boy, 75% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks, and the lines move towards the Tigers, which tells me the Tigers are live in this game. And we have 74% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over in this one here. Right off the rip, not much appeals to me in baseball today, and this is one that I was looking at, and now I'm not really. Matthew Boyd, 5.96 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 9.93 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 4.37 walks per nine, a 316 BABIP, a 395 FIP, and a 4.27 SIERA. On the flip side, Ryan Nelson's not been very good. 4.4 ERA, 1.47 WHIP, 5.28 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 3.82 walks per nine, a 305 BABIP, a 465 FIP, and a 5.67 SIERA. The hitting advantage does go towards the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are 107 WRC plus, which is 15th against lefties. Tigers are dead last versus righties this year, 72, 30, 30th WRC plus. The line movement says Tigers. I don't want to back the Tigers, though, against a right-handed pitcher. And even though it's a below-average right-handed pitcher, I don't think the Tigers can take advantage of that with how bad they've been against righties. So this is, I think, a pretty easy stay off to start my day.
Yeah. I feel like a poopy play would be the Tigers, but there's zero chance I'm backing them. Remember when this team was like a game under 500 and was giving everybody hope? Yeah, they've lost 9 out of 10.
Beautiful.
So that has not been their friend lately. And Arizona's hot. It's hard to go against Arizona right now. I think the line is kind of weird just because not a lot of people like Nelson. And I think if anybody wants to back the Tigers, it's when Boyd's on the mound. So that's probably why the line's that way. If this was in Arizona, the Diamondbacks are probably what? Minus 150, 160?
Oh, boy.
At least. I'm going to stay off this game. It would be a lean towards the Tigers for me.
Yeah, this is a tricky game. I really don't have an interest.
Over. I could see an over. D-backs race to 2 and a run line. Don't hate it. Tigers money line. Tigers team total over. Maybe. Boyd is a tomato can. I like Boyd. He pitches nicely. It's too early. I'm staying off D-backs. That's fair. I have a play that I like in this game, though.
Yeah, we have the Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox. Pick them in this game. Total 8 in the spot. Let's grab the line movement in this one here. The line opened up at minus 101. It is still minus 101 for Miami. So no line movement here in this game. It did get up to minus 120 at one point. The immediate line movement was towards the Marlins. And it's come back down since. Line opened up at minus 115 for the over 8. Now it's at over 8, minus 122. So a 7-cent line movement towards the over in this game. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. We have 55% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the White Sox, and there's been no line movement in this game. We have 70% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the over. Now let's move towards the over in this one here. Let's take a look at the pitchers. As we have Sandy Alcantara, 5.05 ERA, 1.2 WHIP, 7.9 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 2.85 walks per nine, 291 BABIP, 319 FIP, and a 4.31 SIERA. On the flip side, Kopech, 2.92 ERA, 0.84 WHIP, 10.95 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%, 2.68 walks per nine, 167 BABIP, 453 FIP, and a 3.44 SIERA. Bullpen advantage definitely goes towards Miami, and the hitting advantage goes definitely towards Miami. 111 WRC plus. versus right-handed pitching the last 30 days. And the White Sox struggle against righties, 74 WRC plus, which is 28th in baseball. This is not a team I particularly trust against right-handed pitching. My numbers point towards Miami. It's a lean towards Miami at the moment for me. Maybe Miami gets to Kopech and gets to the bullpen. This is a team that's been hitting well, and you can get 4.5 at plus money. I think this says something here, Tim. Team total over. For the Marlins, it's 4.5 at plus 105. But for the White Sox, it's 3.5 at minus 130. And the White Sox are the favorite. I'm going to grab the Miami Marlins team total over 4.5 in this game. I think they get to Kopech. I think this line's telling you a little bit of something here. I think the Fish score some runs today.
All right, I'm on a similar boat as you. I think both teams score runs. Sandy Alcantara has not been Sandy Alcantara from last year.
Correct.
He's been ugly lately, actually. And I think he's allowed at least 4 runs in 4 out of his last 6 starts. That's rough. He has not had a good year. Last game, he allowed 5 earned runs against Oakland. Now you get a Chicago team that is starting to play a little bit better. I actually lean towards Chicago. I personally lean that way. I think the Chicago team has a chance to try to catch Minnesota for first place in the division. Sue me. I would lean that way, but I like the over in this game. I think both pitchers get tagged up. I know you like the team total over for Marlins, so I'm going to guess the over is a good way to go.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because with the full game, this is why I took I'm going to take the Miami team total over rather than the full game over. This feels like the perfect get right spot for Sandy Alcantara, and the reason I say that is that Chicago is one of the worst teams versus right-handed pitching. When the time you want to back the White Sox is versus lefties. So that's why I'm kind of looking towards Miami in this game for runs rather than the full game, because I can see a game where the Miami Marlins win 7-1 or 6-1.
Now I see at least 3 to 4 runs from the Chicago White Sox.
And that absolutely could happen. My numbers suggest that I should just focus on Miami here.
I'm going to take the over in general. I'm going to load that one up.
All right. That's fair.
You want to go to the chat?
No.
Cool.
White Sox money line. Under 8.5. No. Lean Miami. Yeah. Nate the Train. Yeah, you've mentioned him a few times now. We're on baseball. Pass for me. White Sox first 5. We'll move on, though, to one of my few losers yesterday. Cincinnati Reds, they were at the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are $1.65 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here between Abbott and Michaelis. Line opened up at 155. It's now 165, a 10-cent line movement towards the Redbirds. Line opened up at 8.5 minus 105. It's now 8.5 minus 124. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. 67% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over, so that there has been movement there. 50% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Cardinals. The lines move towards the Cardinals. All makes sense here. Let's take a look here. Abbott, I believe he's made 1 start, right? Abbott's made 1 start, maybe 2?
One in his career. He went 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 hit, 4 walks, no earned runs against the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah. On the flip side, Michaelis, 1.69 ERA, 1.02 WHIP the last 30 days. He's been much better. 6.27 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. Only walking 1.45 batters per 9, 270 BABIP, a 2.8 FIP, and a 4.32 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cardinals in this game. Hitting advantage goes towards the Reds in this game, though. 121 WRC plus versus right-handed versus left-handed pitching, and I think I got this mixed up. Yeah, I need St. Louis's left-handed hitting numbers, not Cincinnati's, and I need Cincinnati's right-handed, not left-handed. Which Cincinnati against righties is, I believe, much worse. 95 WRC plus, which is 17th, not 121, which that's their numbers against lefties. Let me grab St. Louis's lefty numbers real quick. Here, St. Louis against lefties, 97 WRC plus, which is 21st again in the MLB. There we go. Had those mixed up. And looking at this spot here, I believe we have the pitching advantage with St. Louis. The lineup or the hitting advantages with St. Louis. The bullpen advantages with St. Louis. The line movement is going towards St. Louis. I think the Cardinals are the look in this game. The question is, how do we back them? We can take them first 5 minus a half. We can take them full game, maybe a -1. They're 165 on the money line and 117 on the run line. That's -122. I think the Cardinals take care of business in this game here. I think the Cardinals are going to start to turn things around. Trying to think of how to approach this game here. Bigger bets coming in on St. Louis. Lines moving towards St. Louis. I'm going to back them on the -1 line here. I'm going to take them full game because I don't trust the Reds bullpen at all. So I'm going to take Cardinals -1 at -122.
No, thank you. I was curious to see because Andrew Abbott, he's making his second start. He was the 95th overall prospect coming into this year. I believe he was like 6th or 7th on the Reds. Connor Norby, 85th. I think Andrew Abbott's gonna have a solid start. And you're high on you like the Cardinals. I don't. This team sucks. They're 10 games under 500. And right now, I believe Pittsburgh's back tied in first place for the division.
Yep.
This is a last place Cardinals team and a Reds team that's been okay as of late. I mean, they're still 6 games under 500, but I don't feel like the Cardinals should be this big of favorites. I would lean towards the young guy with Abbott, but I probably won't end up getting to this game. But I cannot back the Cardinals today.
I'm going to take a look real quick. Oh, wow. It's only +275 for them to win this division, the Cardinals. Considering they're a -230 or -135 preseason, I don't think that +270 is a bad price for St. Louis to win this division. I still think they're the best team in this division. They're off to a slow start. And we've seen from years past, St. Louis is a second half team. I think they're going to be a team that's going to go on a run in the second half here. I might look to adding some I might look to add a St. Louis future to win the division.
No. Where did you leave off in the chat?
It shows me 17 chats. I think you're the one that did it. You're the one that went to the chat last time, right?
No, because I was putting up the Miami game.
There we go. That was the first one then.
There you go. Tuffy almost like a coin toss for the Fish and Sox. No, not really. Well, yeah, but over in the Cardinals-Reds game, I could see it. Cardinals money line, no thank you. Louis -1.5, no thank you. The under, I want to see more out of Abbott in order to really back that. Honestly, I'm on Cardinals run line. Abbott pitched well for them last game. He was one of their top prospects, so I don't hate Abbott. Redbirds will be on top of the division soon. You're being serious or are you joking? They are currently sitting 7 games back. I don't see it. I'm pretty sure 2 divisions are pretty much locked up at this point. Supness. First 5 under. Also over in the Diamondbacks. Sounds good. Good luck, Lex. I'm not going to read all that because that's just more on Nate Diaz. Mikolas over 4.5 strikeouts. I can see that. Maybe. I got Torch Encino just morning after 6-day streak. How did the Heat do for you last night? Tigers over 9. I could see it. That's out of this game, Nick.
Yeah. We have the San Diego Padres minus 125 favorites against the Colorado Rockies. Only minus 125. That's kind of interesting. Total 12 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. See if it tells us any stories. Quite the pitching matchup here between Ryan Weathers and Kyle Freeland. Line opened up at minus 127. It actually has gone up to a minus 130. So a 3-cent line movement towards the San Diego Padres. Line opened up at a 12.5, juice towards the under. Now it's a 12, juice towards the over. So somewhat of a half-run line movement down, but not a complete half-line movement. We have 36% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Rockies, and the books have moved the line 3 cents towards the Padres, which is kind of interesting. That tells me maybe the Padres could be the look in this game. 62% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the under. The lines move slightly towards the under in this one. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Ryan Weathers and Kyle Freeland. Weathers, 7.79 ERA, 1.96 whip, 6.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 5.19 walks per 9, a 3.64 BABIP, a 6.63 FIP, and a 5.87 SIERA. Kyle Freeland, 4.41 ERA, 1.41 whip, 4.96 strikeouts per 9, which is 13%, 2.48 walks per 9, a 2.96 BABIP, a 5 FIP, and a 5.27 SIERA. Bullpen advantage towards the Padres, hitting advantage towards the Padres ever so slightly, or not slightly, but 92 WRC plus for against lefties for the Padres, and they're facing the Rockies, who are dead last versus left-handed pitching, 30th, 54 WRC plus. I think the Padres are the look here. And the only thing that's tough is trying to back Ryan Weathers as a favorite. But I think I can do that here in this spot. I think that the Padres show up in this game similar to the way they did last night. And the question is, do I want to back them for first 5 or full game or both? Total in this game, the first 5 total is a 7, which is kind of crazy. I think I'm just going to take them full game because I see the advantage with the bullpen with the Rockies here, or with the Padres here. It's minus 130. With Coors Field, you can take the -1 lines more often and feel okay with it. But at only minus 130, that's a reasonable enough price for me to go ahead and back the Padres here. I'm taking San Diego, $1.30. $1.29.
I don't hate it. Colorado's been bad lately. Does the line feel a little bit short to you?
It's Ryan Weathers.
Okay.
It's their worst pitcher. It's their worst pitcher.
All right. If I'm back in the Padres, it's got to be trying to grab some plus money, but there's no run lines up on the site. Interesting. That's fun. Yeah, you know, I can go there with you, but I'll wait until there's a run line up on the site for it because I'm not laying minus 140.
Minus 129. It's not minus 140.
Okay, the only line up on the site is minus 140.
Wow.
I'm looking at it right now. So I'm not going to touch it right now, but I'll make a note of it, and I'll be grabbing the Padres money line or run line when that comes out on other books on the Picks and Parleys site.
Fair. All
right. Yes, he killed a 4-teamer. I'm sorry about that. That really sucks. That I hate to see the Heat lose games like that. That's rough. Rockies money line now. Cardinals is the best team in that division. Don't let the record fool you. Sit back and watch.
Yes, I
I'll
100% agree with that.
wait. I'll wait, and I'm going to wait a while because they're not going to do anything. Pirates, there you go. Rays, there you go. Diamondbacks, there you go. Heat, Padres. If you're betting against the Rays at this point in the season, you need to quit betting.
Correct.
No comment for today. Leave the game alone. There you go. Can't trust the Padres. All right. Speaking about teams we can't trust.
All right. Let's get into it here. New York Mets are at the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Mets minus 125 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement here between Johan Oviedo and Kodai Senga. Line opened up at minus 125. It did get all the way up to a minus 134 at one point. Some buyback. It's not right back down to minus 125. But the original line move was towards the Mets. Total opened up at a 9 minus 125. It's moved 11 cents down to minus 114. We have 75% of the tickets and 78% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line's moved down, though, which is kind of interesting here. And we have 66% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the line's not moved. And in fact, it actually opened up moving towards the Mets. Absolutely no respect shown towards the money coming in on the Pittsburgh Pirates here, which tells me Kodai Senga has a good performance today. Kodai Senga, 4.21 ERA, 1.40 whip, 12.97 strikeouts per nine, which is 34%, 4.91 walks per nine. Both pitchers struggle with walks. We'll get to that with the Oviedo as well. 3.51 or 351 BABIP, 305 BIP, and a 3.69 Sierra. I expect better from Kodai Senga. I do. On the flip side, Johan Oviedo, 2.57 ERA, 1.29 whip, 8.04 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 5.46 walks per nine. Walks a decent chunk of batters. 221 BABIP, a 4.46 FIP, and a 5.3 Sierra. The bullpen advantage goes to the Pirates here, and the hitting advantage slightly goes towards the Mets right now. 101 WRC plus the last 14 days against righties compared to 97 for the Pirates. Now we have a huge amount of money on the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the line is and the market is showing no worries to that, saying, all right, it's the same price. Keep the money flowing in on the Pirates here. Tells me Kodai Senga has a good performance here. Now, we could go Mets first 5, minus 130, or Mets first 5 under 5, expecting Kodai Senga to have a good start here. We could do both. We could take the Mets first 5, minus 130, and the first 5 under 5, and hope for a 2-1, 3-1, 2-0 type of performance in the first 5 for Kodai Senga. I think I just want to move on the money line here in the first 5 innings. And the public perception right now for the New York Mets is that they're a mess, is that they are nobody wants to touch them. We could see by the line, the way the money is coming in, that nobody wants to bet this New York Mets team. I think this is a game they show up. And the line, I think, is telling me everything I need to know about this game. And here's how I'm going to do this. Taking the Mets first 5 at minus 130, and I'm doubling down and taking them full game at minus 125. I believe in Kodai Senga here. I think this is the game Kodai Senga is going to go out here and give us 6 to 7 innings and strike out 11 batters and give up 1 run. This is not me backing the New York Mets. This is me backing Kodai Senga to have a good start here. And I'm going to take the New York Mets first 5 minus 130. I'm taking the Mets full game minus 125.
I can't.
Good.
I was waiting for you to say that the Mets are due to win a game.
They're not. But the market's telling me this is a play. and I'm going to feed off of public perception where
That's
this
fine.
line should be bigger.
That's fine. I'm not backing a team that's lost 7 straight games and has looked awful. The only thing I could really go after in this game is the over, because the Mets have allowed double digits in runs in the past 2 games. They've just been getting hit and hit and hit. Senga is good at home, not on the road. I will be rooting for the Mets. Obviously, I want my Mets to win. There is 0 chance I'm putting $1 on them right now until they can prove to me that they can win. And right now, they're not. So this one's a stay away from me. I want nothing to do with them right now. It's Pirates or nothing. It's over or nothing.
Yeah, and the Pirates or nothing is kind of what the public's thinking as well.
That's why I'm not betting it, but I can't bet the Mets. Mets first 5. Good luck. A poopy play. Mets would be a poopy play, yes.
Because who wants to bet the Mets right now?
Under 9, I could see that. Mets first to 2 and run line. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta stay off because y'all know I fade the Mets or don't play it at all. I know. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, and actually, I want to take one more look at the with the Mets game real quick. I want to see what this one line is real quick, and then we'll move on. I can now get plus 120. You can get plus 120 for the New York Mets to make the playoffs this year. I think they turn it around in the second half.
I think this team should tank.
Fair. We have the Dodgers and the Phillies. Pick them here. Total 9 in this game. Miller and Nola, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at plus 105 for the Dodgers. It's now minus 109. Line opened up at minus 115 for the over 9. It's now plus 103, an 18-cent line movement towards the under, and a 14-cent line movement towards the Dodgers. Let's take a look if the money correlates with this here. We have 78% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the under. And we have 69% of the tickets, 69% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the Dodgers. The lines move towards the Dodgers. So the money is coming in. The line, the market is respecting the money coming in. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Bobby Miller's been awesome. 1.06 ERA, 0.76 whip, 8.47 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.12 walks per 9, a 205 BABIP, but 2.11 FIP, and a 3.49 SIERA. On the flip side, Aaron Nola hasn't been as good. 3.92 ERA, 1.03 whip as Miller. 10.15 strikeouts for 9, 29%, 2.77 walks for 9, a 222 BABIP, a 462 FIP, and a 4.59 SIERA. I think Bobby Miller has definitely been the better pitcher the last 30 days. Bullpen advantage does go towards the Phillies, which is kind of weird to say against the Dodgers here, but the hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers. 105 WRC plus against righties for the Dodgers, which is 10th, and the Phillies only 92 WRC plus versus lefties. Feels like everybody hits lefties better. That's not the case really with the Phillies, and that's 21st in baseball. I like the Dodgers in this spot. I like them early in the first 5 innings. You can get the Dodgers here first 5 at minus 105. I think that's the play. I think that's where that's the spot to go to here, and that's where I'm going to go. Is taking the Dodgers early first 5 money line here.
Yeah, I'll ride with the Dodgers. Of course, I don't know why my covers isn't working. Just doesn't want to work today, so I can't pull up stats for the Dodgers. I want to see what they've done the last 10 games. I want to see if they've been on any streaks or anything. Of course,
4 and 6 last 10 days, 6-3 and 1 over under.
Okay. And Phillies have been 6-4, but I'm not a big believer in Nola. Yeah, the Dodgers have struggled lately, losing 5 out of 6. Yes. I'm not a big believer in Nola this year. I think he had one good start, and I think he kind of goes back to struggling again. I'll tell you on the Dodgers. I know it's a short number, but it's Miller. Wait, is it
good?
And wait, is it Is it Dodger? Is Dodgers going for the sweep?
No, Dodgers lost yesterday
Did they?
on a walk-off.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh, that was the first game of the series too.
It's Saturday, Tim.
Ignore me.
We're going to
Good. Sure, I'll jump on the Dodgers view, especially after yesterday. I think it's a good bounce back spot. I'm not super high on Nola.
The line's moving towards it as well. Pitching advantage, hitting advantage. The only thing they don't have is the bullpen advantage. This is why I took them first 5 rather than full game.
Well, we can't put first 5s on the side.
Yep, I know. But, well, I'm going to go back to the chat here. Under 9. Dodger Blue race to 2 and run line -1.5. Wow, run line. Sweet spot. There you go. Dodgers money line for show. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games remaining. This was an interesting one, Tim. Something
tells me you're against me.
Well, okay. Before we draw conclusions, probably I am. But let's take a look. We have the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles only -135 home favorites with a total of 9 in this game. We have Brady Singer versus Cole Irving. Line opened up at 161 for the Orioles, and it has plummeted down to a 133, a 28-cent line movement towards the Royals here. Massive line move. Line opened up at even money for 9. It's now 9 at -125. A 25-cent line movement towards the over. Massive line move in this game. On both the side and the total. Let's see if the money reflects it here. I don't have a cash amount, but I have 85% of the tickets on the over. We have 31% of tickets, and 84% of the cash is on the Royals in this game. So major sharp money coming in on the Royals here. Feels like sharp money always comes in on the Royals, though, which can be deceiving at times. But let's take a look here. Brady Singer has not been terrible. 3.42 ERA, 1.48 WHIP, 7.86 strikeouts per 9, 20%, 3.76 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 3.4 FIP, and a 4.64 SIERA. On the flip side, though, Cole Irving has, I think, had 1 start. So it's kind of tricky to judge what Cole Irving's done because he's really not done anything. And then the bullpen advantage does go towards the Orioles. And the hitting advantage does go towards the Orioles as well, though. And I think this is what's probably going to keep me off the game is that against right-handed pitching, the Kansas City Royals are 29th in baseball with a 68 WRC+. This team is just plain and simply not hitting right-handed pitching. And it's just not something I particularly want to trust them in. And the Orioles 94 WRC+, which is 18th. So they hit a little bit better. This is a tricky game. The way the line's moving, though, it's definitely Royals or nothing. Definitely, Kansas City seems like the sharp side in this one, but I'm not betting it. I'll stay off. That's a pass for me.
Yeah, no, no. Well, you already know where I lean. I like them every day. I mean, there's some spots that I don't like them. But against a Royals team, I think they should win this game. They have this is a team that I really, truly like. And they're still continuing to put up runs. And I see Jay Shank mentioning Mullins. The Orioles are still managing to put up runs and win games without Mullins. I like this. I like this Orioles team. They are battling, and they are actually sitting quite nicely in terms of wild card, because I believe they're sitting, 3 games up, 3 games in ahead for the first wild card spot. So they still look pretty solid for that at the moment, even though yes, it's very early. But this is I like Baltimore. I always do.
So they're sitting, you said 3 games up on a wild card spot. They're looking pretty good. You want to take a guess what you
There's
can bet
still
them?
probably minus money to miss.
Yeah, it's minus 125 for them to miss the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I have them to win the division at 16-1, so you know which way I'm going to go.
And I think it's still very possible that this Baltimore Orioles team misses the playoffs. And it's not because they're a bad baseball team. It's because the American League is going to be very tough this year. Between the Blue Jays, the Rays, and the Yankees also in their division that I can easily see making the playoffs. And then the Rangers and the Astros in the West. Like, this is going to be a dog fight for those playoff spots. And that's why they're minus 125 to miss the playoffs. It's not because they're a bad baseball team, because they have taken a massive step up this year from last year. And I was a fool to take their under win total because that's going to soar over. But that's beyond the point. But yeah, this Orioles team, I think there's still a reason why they're minus 125 to miss the playoffs, and it's not because of the team itself.
That's fair. Where did you get to in the chat?
I see that.
Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Singer is nice. He really isn't. F the Braves, I agree, and the Jays. I don't hate the Jays. I don't like how Irving pitches. Has he pitched like one game this year?
Yes.
Yeah. Davey was high on Texas. Maybe you may be right. Eovaldi has been scorching it. Eovaldi's been really good.
And we'll get into that game in a couple.
Leading Royals money line. No, thank you. Cheese City gave out grade A's on the A's. First 5 and money line, never in doubt. Like it. This one's kind of rough, smells kind of smelly. May pass. That's fair. O's have looked like melons. Hopefully the Mets don't have looked lost without Mullins. They're still winning games. Hopefully the same doesn't happen with the Mets / Alonso. You already know this. You already know they're gonna suck. So currently sweating out plus 525 and plus 225 live French Open Women's Championship. Good luck. I gotta stay Orioles to Irving though. I don't hate Irving. Let's head to this game, which I may bet.
Yeah, and we will get into it. Mackenzie Gore and Schuster is the pitching matchup here for this one. I was looking at making a play on this last night and doing the free pick video for last night. I ended up not doing a baseball video because I really had no interest in any games pre-flop last night. And I'm glad I stayed off of this one. Line opened up at minus 181. It's back to a 181 for the Braves. The line opened up at a 10.5, and it's down to a 9.5. A full run line move down. I was looking at the over last night. I'm glad I stayed off. Sometimes it pays just to not bet anything the night before and see where these market moves take you. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here. As we have, wow. Sorry. 55% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over. And the line's moved to full run down. 27% of the tickets, 69% of the cash is on the Nationals. The line's not moved. Or the line opened up at a 181. It went down, and it's back to 181. So the buyback on the Braves here late. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. As we have Mackenzie Gore, 3.67 ERA, 1.41 whip, 10.67 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 3 walks per 9, a 3.43 BABIP, a 4.32 FIP, and a 3.73 SIERA. He's pitched pretty well, Mackenzie Gore. On the flip side, Jared Schuster, 3.68 ERA, 1.91 whip, 6.55 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 3.09 walks per 9, a 1.43 BABIP, 4.51 FIP, and a 5.4 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Braves. Hitting advantage goes towards the Braves, but both these teams smash lefties. Braves 133 WRC plus, which is 4th in baseball, and the Nationals 122, which is 8th in baseball, which that's why my original lean in this game was the over. Both teams smash lefties. Schuster can be very hit or miss here. This full line move down keeps me completely off the over. Completely off. And this kind of reminds me of a couple days ago where there was 10 and a halves in the last game between Cincinnati and LA. It went down to a 9.5 and it finished 6-0. So I want nothing to do with this over here anymore. I think a live dog in this game, though. I think there's a live dog in this game with the Washington Nationals. The line is not moved, even though most of the tickets coming in on the Braves. Bigger bets are coming in on the Nationals. Looks like the sharp money coming in on the Nationals. I like Mackenzie Gore. I think the bullpen advantages are. I think the starting pitching advantages with Mackenzie Gore here in this game over Schuster. Mackenzie Gore obviously was the jewel of the Juan Soto trade. He was the big return for Juan Soto, and I think it's about time he starts. Or I think that he starts showing why he was the big prospect in that trade, because I think that he can dominate for the Nationals. And I think it tells you something here when their full game is plus 166, but the first 5 is only plus 130 for the Washington Nationals. I'm going to take the Nationals in the first 5 innings at plus 130 here. I think Mackenzie Gore comes in, pitches well, and the Nationals are able to get to Schuster a little bit. So I'm on the Nationals first 5, plus 130.
All right, let's ride with the Natties. I like Mackenzie Gore, and I don't recommend these often, but I wouldn't turn anybody off of Nationals plus a run and a half.
Plus 1.5, yeah.
Because this one could be a very close game, and the Atlanta Braves are 10 and 23 at home on the minus 1.5 run line. So and not to mention the Nationals 22 and 7 on the run line on the road, which all of those are plus 1.5s. So I wouldn't mind. Obviously, I can't get a plus 1.5 right now on the site because a lot of the games are missing run lines, which is fantastic to see.
Oh, yeah,
this could be a double down spot, to be honest. Grabbing them plus 1.5 and outright winners. I think this is a national spot. They fell apart last game. I'm not a big Jared Schuster person. He's brand new. I really like Mackenzie Gore, so I'm taking the Nationals too.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Let's see. Yep, we're right to that. Damn it, I gotta stay Orioles to Irving though.
Yeah, we already said that one.
No, my bad. Nationals money line. Yes, I like the Natties today. I prefer them first 5 rather than full game, but I don't mind it. It's my boy Mackey. Nats first 5 again. There you go. Under 9.5. That's a nice little contrarian look. I will say that.
I kind of like that.
Especially with the full line move down. Schuster a lefty, so you know what to do. Nationals hit lefties. Absolutely. Montreal minus 2.5 is a system play against Ottawa. Nick, what side did you have? Did you have a side for the Edmonton game? I currently am looking at the over in the Edmonton game tomorrow. And I'm hoping BetOnline puts out a team total so I can take the Elks team total. If not, I will take a piece of the Elks money line. And I think that tells you something that they're favored, even though they've lost 17 straight home games. But I would like to know what your system is for the Alouettes today.
Yeah, well, what's a system play this early in the year?
Fading the Ottawa Red Blacks. I mean, that's not a terrible system play because the Red Blacks are not a good football team. So, but yeah, we'll move on to the next matchup here. Tampa Bay Rays and the Texas Rangers, minus 110 for the Rays, total of 8 in this game. This one's an interesting one here. The top 2 record-wise teams in the American League. Nathan Eovaldi and Tage Bradley is your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at minus 109 for the Rays. It's right back at minus 109. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 125 to the under, and it is now 8 minus 111, minus 109 to the under. So line opened up, it's moved half down, half a run. Since the original line. But We got 58% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the Rangers in this one here. And the original line moved towards the it did move towards, gone back and forth, really. There's been no line movement. Bigger bets coming in on the Rangers here. And bigger bets coming in on the under. 68% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the under, even though the lines moved down half a run, which is kind of interesting here. Eovaldi's been awesome. 1.01 ERA, 0.73 whip, 8.33 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 1.77 walks per nine, a 200 BABIP, a 2.83 FIP, and a 3.48 SIERA. Bradley's been pretty good too. 3.66 ERA, 1.37 whip, 11.44 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 2.75 walks per nine, a 365 BABIP, a 298 FIP, and a 3.4 SIERA. I really don't have an interest in this game. I really don't. I would like to back the under with the money coming in on the over and the line moving towards the under, but I don't trust these. I don't want to take unders with these two teams right now. 125 WRC plus against righties for the Rangers, which is number one in baseball, and the Rays 105, which is 11th in baseball. So both these teams can hit. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rangers here. My original lean was towards the Rangers. I have no interest in this game now.
I like the Rangers in this one. I want to back Nathan Eovaldi, who has been arguably a candidate for the Cy Young.
I would have liked to see this matchup be Eovaldi and Shane McClanahan, so we can prove that Shane McClanahan's the Cy Young this year.
I want to see if I could find baseball futures.
You're looking for Eovaldi futures.
Hold on. Yes, I'm looking for Eovaldi futures. And he is 10 to 1 to win the Cy Young on Bovada. Link down in the description below if you're interested in signing up for Bovada. So figure I'd throw that one out. But it's hard to go against Eovaldi right now. His last 7 starts, 0, 0, 1, 3 against the Braves. 0, 0, 0. Nobody's hitting him. So I will say the Rays are a very, very good hitting team, home and road. But this would be a Texas spot for me, Nick.
Yeah, and there's one thing that I'm trying not to do, and that's bet against the Tampa Bay Rays. So
that's fine.
I have no interest in doing that. I have no interest in this game.
But would you be mad if Texas was up on the site?
I don't want to bet this game.
Okay.
I think this is a stay off.
We'll move on. Move on.
Yeah.
Back to the chat, Nick.
Yep. There we go. Jorge Polanco. Play for Minnesota. Under. Rangers money line. No. Rangers stack heavier on first 5. Yeah, I think the first 5 is probably the way to look if you want the Rangers. But I mean, the bullpen's pretty good. I've seen everybody on the Rangers. I guess they are due for a win against the Rays. Apparently.
Nobody's due for anything.
Yeah, under 8 in the game, I can see that too. I'm just using what worked for the Red Blacks last year is back at home situationally, fade on the road. They didn't win a game at home last year though. Red Blacks feels pretty sharp, like it could be tied 3-3 after 5.
It could be.
Yeah, Eovaldi lean. Yeah, joining late this morning. Nats first 5 team total over 2.5. The only thing that worries me about that is the line movement towards the under. That's the only thing that worries me about that one there. Another close game. Yeah. Good luck today, guys. Smashed 5 units on the first half under last night in the NBA. I lost that by half a point. 9-9 night, but it's plus money overall. There you go. We'll move on to this one. The Milwaukee Brewers minus 175 favorites against the Oakland Athletics. Total of 9 in this game. Paul Blackburn going up against Julio Tyran. The red hot Oakland A's. Don't look now. but they're on a winning streak, 3 in a row. That is called a winning streak. It does happen. I need that clip. I need to grab that clip for if they win again today. I'm going to grab that clip for tomorrow. Let's take a look at this pitching, or let's take a look at this matchup here between Tyran and Blackburn. Line opened up at -214. It's down to 163. So a massive line movement towards the Oakland Athletics. The line opened up at a 9, -120. It's up to a 9.5, -119. We have 64% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the under. Lines move towards the, I want to say the under. It is moved towards the over, even though money coming in on the under. Interesting there. And to no surprise, Tim, 10% of the tickets are on Oakland, but 64% of the cash. Things you love to see there. Granted, I don't know how many people like laying $1.70 with the Brewers, but that's beyond the point. Julio Tyran this year, 1.56 ERA, 0.92 WHIP, so he's been decent. Definitely overachieving.
Had like 2 starts.
Yeah, he's definitely overachieving though. If when you look at his advanced stats in his first 2 starts though, 5.19 ERA or 5.19 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 1.04 walks per 9, a 235 BABIP, 398 FIP, and a 4.8 SIERA. On the flip side, Paul Blackburn, 6 ERA, 1.67 WHIP. I also believe he's had only 2 starts. 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%. 4 walks per 9, a 357 BABIP, a 406 FIP, and a 4.55 SIERA. Obviously, the bullpen advantage goes towards the Brewers. The Oakland bullpen's terrible. And a slight 1 WRC plus hitting advantage goes towards the Milwaukee Brewers, 78 compared to 77. And I'm going to ride with the A's. We're going to ride the wave here. And I'm going to take the first 5. Wow. First 5 is only plus 125. Paul Blackburn. I'm going to take it, though. I'm going to take the first 5 money line with the Oakland Athletics here at plus 125. Money coming in on the under and the line moving towards the over kind of tells me that these pitchers can get hit. Maybe the Oakland A's puts up some runs. The Oakland A's team total is 4.5. And during this win streak, they've put up some runs, Tim. They in their last 3 games, 5, 9, and 11. They've put up over 4.5 in 4 of their last 5. And the only one they didn't, they put up 4. So this team is playing towards the overs now as well. Do we trust Paul Blackburn to keep this game under maybe? I don't know. But I'm going to – this is going to be fun. I'm going to double down on the Athletics here. I'm going to take their team total over 4.5 plus 105 as well.
I put them up already, Nick.
Bang! Yeah! Woo! Ride the wave! Yeah, ride the wave. Ride the wave.
Oakland Athletics money line. You back teams that are winning, and I don't get to. We're not going to be able to say this often. The Oakland Athletics are winning right now.
All right.
It doesn't make sense. This team is 15-50. They're
on a 3-game win streak.
They're on a 3-game winning streak against the first place, and now they're against the first place Milwaukee Brewers.
Nope.
Tied for first place Milwaukee Brewers.
Second place Milwaukee Brewers. Pittsburgh passed them.
Nope, they're both 4 games above 500.
Did I miss something there?
So they're tied. I mentioned that earlier in the stream. I said when we talked about Pittsburgh, they were tied for the division.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has 1% better record. That's what it was. That's what I saw.
Yeah. Screw you, Nick. Oakland Athletics money line.
Hell yeah!
So now we have Oakland and Washington on our card.
That's always a good day when you can have 2 of the worst teams in baseball on your card on the same day. That is a good day, my friend.
Jump back into the chat.
And here's the thing with baseball: don't feel comfortable with your bets. Always be nervous, because if you're comfortable, then the books know you're comfortable, and that's what they want. All right. Over 9. Yeah. Tyran to record the win. No. Sprinkle plus 175, but only a lean. Fair. Ride them till they lose. A's first 5 again. Should I put the A's in a nice 4-teamer with Blackburn? Maybe. LOL. Now, unfortunately, we have to go to a little bit worse of teams here after we talked about MLB's best, Oakland Athletics. Houston Astros and Cleveland Guardians. These teams played a decent game last night. Went 14 innings in last night's game. The Guardians are $1.35 favorites in this game. The total of 8. 1 second, I was just plugging in my phone. There we go. We have Trish McKenzie and JP France. Line's all the way up to a 143 now for the Guardians. It opened up at 115. A massive line movement towards the Guardians in this game. Line opened up at an 8.5. Choose towards the under. It's now 8 minus 112 to the over. So the line's moved down half a run. We have 42% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved towards the under. And we have 50% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the Guardians. And the line's moved heavily towards the Guardians. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. McKenzie's made 1 start. He looked phenomenal in it. He made 1 start, though. Let me grab up his stats here for that game. It was a 2-1 win against the Twins. He gave up no earned runs in 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, and struck out 10 batters. If the Guardians have Tristan McKenzie throwing once every 5 days, and this is what he does, this is going to be scary for baseball. On the flip side, JP France, 4.03 ERA, 1.21 whip, 7.45 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 2.48 walks per 9, a 244 BABIP, 559 FIP is kind of scary, but a 4.4 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Astros. Hitting advantage goes towards the Astros, 113 WRC plus, which is 3rd in baseball, compared to 93 for the Guardians. I don't really have an interest in this game. I think if you wanted the Guardians, you've definitely missed your line. And I don't know if I really want to trust an under with the way that the Astros are hitting lately. And last night, that game going as far as it is, those bullpens are taxed after last night. I have no interest in this game here. Obviously, if you're going to make a play on this game, you got to limit it down to the first 5 innings. And I think the play would be the Guardians potentially in the first 5 innings or the under, but it's a pass for me.
That's Cleveland Guardians cross out. I can't get this team right. I refuse to bet their games. That's just all it is. I really have no interest. I'm sorry to be boring and blunt with that one, but I will be probably saying that pretty much the rest of the season. I'm not betting Cleveland games. I can't get them right. I bet their overs. They score nothing. I bet their unders. They load up. I bet on them. They look like crap. I bet against them. They look elite. Cleveland's my kryptonite, and I want nothing to do with them. Complete pass.
Understandable.
Blindly bet A's first 5 money line and full game. No.
Not full game, but first 5.
Guardians money line. Have fun. I'm feeling that under and Stros can I be talked off.
I lean that way.
I want nothing to do with that game. You got the Mets money line. Loser.
No, I like my money line.
I don't like what I say. Over 8. I can't touch a total with the Cleveland. AW, Root Beer, 2-teamer, Oakland, and Washington first 5. Get it? One more win, Timmy, and the Nuggets to win in 5 games. There you go. Dodgers, yes, Dodgers today. 3 more games left, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Cubbies and the Giants here. Giants minus 150 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, or the line history between Hendricks and Burbia. I believe this is an opener for the Giants.
Yes, Burbia is always an opener.
Yeah. Line opened up at minus 129 for the Giants, and it's gone all the way up to minus 152. a massive 23-cent line movement towards the San Francisco Giants. A 2-cent line movement towards the under. Line opened up at 8.5, minus 115 to the over. It's now minus 113, so a 2-cent line movement towards the under. We have 83% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Giants. The lines moved heavily towards the Giants. We have 46% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the over, and the Lions moved 2 cents towards the under, which suggests that the under could be a decent look here in this one. I do not have the stats on Berea right now because I did not have a pitcher last night for it. On the flip side, Hendricks for the Cubbies, 4.7 ERA, 1.50 WHIP, 7.04 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 2.93 walks per 9, a 3.47 BABIP, a 3.74 FIP, and a 4.99 SIERA. It's not been very good. And with it being a bullpen game, also could be tricky for the be the Giants of the bullpen game. The Giants have the hitting advantage though here. 102 WRC plus against right-handed pitching, which is 13th. I believe Berea is a right-handed pitcher.
Yes, but it's a bullpen game, so it really doesn't
Yes,
matter.
but a bullpen game. Do we know who the long reliever is for this game?
I don't.
Because the Cubbies are currently 29th in baseball the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. 73.
Probably a righty.
I have no interest in this game with it being a bullpen game for the Giants. I think if you probably missed your line if you like the Giants. I think the Giants would probably be the lean for me, but it's no play.
Kind of lean towards the over. With the bullpen game of the Giants and Kyle Hendricks not pitching all that well, I think the Cubbies can go put some runs up. But the main reason why I'm not going to be betting this is the Cubs, after having a humongous over trend, have gone under in 9 out of 10 games. And the one game they went over was a 7-4 loss to the Angels. They've been going under like crazy lately. So that's going to ultimately keep me off of this game. I do lean towards the Cubs a little bit, but I don't really want to go after Hendricks. So, a little bit of a slow day. Only 4 plays up on the site right now. We'll see whether or not we have.
Fine after what we did yesterday.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be a slower day today. I'm not really a fan of this series. Lean Cubbies plus money, but not anything I want to go after.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next game we'll go over.
Yes, and we will go over it. Sorry, he likes the under. I could see it. No, sorry, I don't see it. I like the over. And I lean Cubbies, but I'm not betting that game, so I hope you win. Yeah,
we'll get into this next one here. Apparently, when I typed it up, the line was minus 115 for the Yankees. It's now minus 123 with a total 8.5 in this game. Line did open up at a 130, so it has moved 7 cents towards the Bo Sox here. And it opened up at an 8.5 minus 115. It did go up to a 9, and it's back down to an 8.5, but it's minus 122, so it's a 7-cent line movement towards the over since this line has come out. We have 59% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the over. It did touch 9s at some points. Do think that there is potential there. 39% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Red Sox, which is exactly where I want that line to be. And the line's going to move towards the Red Sox since the opening line. And for the pitchers, Tanner Houck and Domingo Germán. Houck, 5.61 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 9.47 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.81 walks per 9, a 3.04 BABIP, a 3.75 FIP, and a 3.64 SIERA. On the flip side, Germán, 2.49 ERA, a 0.97 WHIP, 6.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 2.91 walks per 9, a 200 BABIP, a 4.21 FIP, and a 4.77 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Yankees here in this one. Hitting advantage does go towards the Yankees in this one. 84 WRC plus versus righties the last 30 days for the Red Sox. They've not been really hitting righties recently. The Yankees 110 against righties, which is 5th, but most of that's with Judge in the lineup.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we have to keep in mind when capping the Yankees right now. Is that with Judge in the lineup, they're not scoring as many runs. And I think there will be value fading the Yankees here without Judge. And the fact that it's only minus 105 for the Red Sox in the first 5 innings, I think tells you a little bit something here. I like the Red Sox in the first 5 innings at minus 105 in this spot. And I'm grabbing them here. Minus 105 Boston.
There you go. All right, we get a 5th play for a 5-pack. I like Boston as well to get another job done today. I'm not high on Mr. Sticky Fingers Herman at all. I'm not high on Terran Hioik either. But I kind of like the over as well. This is a series that whenever the Yankees and the Red Sox face off against each other, most of the time they're both hitting each other. And I could definitely see runs being scored. This one being a 7-5 game at the end. But I think those runs are scored by Boston. So let's take Boston to, at bare minimum, take the series and then maybe go for the sweep on Sunday Night Baseball tomorrow.
That's right. Baseball is going to shove this matchup down our throats for Sunday Night Baseball. We get back-to-back weeks of Yankees Sunday Night Baseball.
Yep.
That's what we all wanted.
Which let's take a look. Do we get any fade the Sunday night game? We do not. No, we do. We on Monday we'll have at least one play, and that will be the Colorado Rockies money line in Boston. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it with the Yankees. They play on Tuesday versus the Mets. So Boston Red Sox on that one. Yankees, nope. Under. I could see the under, especially with how they're playing right now. Yankees again, not betting until Judge gets back. Herman, I do not like Herman pitching. Any college baseball plays? Yeah, I liked Virginia. Let me pull up the games. I think the Virginia game already started. Wake Forest game already started, which Wake Forest game, they never 1-0 Virginia already. They never gave out lines for that one. And when I saw a line, they never gave out a run line for Wake Forest, which probably would have been like minus 2.5. I like LSU today. I think Florida punches their ticket today to Omaha. I think Tennessee wins, Texas wins, TCU punches their ticket, and Oregon punches their ticket. So there you go. You want the Mets first 5 pass? Yeah, I can't go after the Mets today. Final game, Nick, and I have really no interest in this one.
Seattle Mariners and the LA Angels. Angels minus 125 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Kind of interesting with this baseball scheduling tonight. This is a standalone game.
Huh.
Because the previous game we just talked about starts at 7:30 and is done probably by 10:15.
Yeah, roughly.
This game starts at 10:07. So this game, for probably the last 8 innings, will be a standalone baseball game late at night. Let's see if we're going to get involved in some late night action. Line opened up at minus 145 for the Angels. It's now minus 123, a 22-cent line movement towards the Mariners here. Line opened up at a 9.5 even money. It's now a 9 at minus 118. So the line's moved down a little bit, like about a half a run. A little bit less than a half a run, but you get it. We have 82% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the over in this game. And the lines move towards the under. 25% of the tickets, 51% of the cash is on the Mariners. And the lines move towards the Mariners. I think the Mariners could be live in this game. It's Brian Wu versus Patrick Sandoval. Brian Wu has pitched 1 game, I believe, so far this season, and that's why his stats are as inflated as they are, as he was part of the game where the Mariners got blown out 16-6 against the Rangers. He gave up 6 earned runs on 7 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 2 innings pitched. So he did get hammered in his first start. Do we expect him to bounce back in his second start? It's a good question. On the flip side here, we have Patrick Sandoval, 5.46 ERA, 1.54 whip, 5.14 strikeouts per 9, 13%. 3.21 walks per nine, a 320 BABIP, a 425 FIP, and a 5.29 Sierra. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Mariners. Hitting advantage goes towards the Mariners. The only thing that's really the big question mark is, do we trust Brian Wu? And this market movement tells us a little bit something. And I think the answer to that is yes. I think we can trust Brian Wu here, plus money. Mariners hit lefties pretty well. They have the bullpen advantage. I know I lost with them last night. We're going to go back to the well here for some late night baseball action. Seattle Mariners plus 113 against the Angels tonight. Plus 112. Line moved again.
You have fun with that game. I'm not in the business of trying to go after them right now. Seattle had a nice little run for a while. Since then, I've lost 5 out of 6. That's not a team I want to be backing right now. Angels have looked decent as of late. If Seattle was playing a little bit better, I might have tried to look at them at plus money. But to end the night, I'm going to end up just ending with a pass. At that time, I'll have a couple of soccer games that I could sweat out. But not really interested in going after the final game of the night. Sorry, Nick.
That's fair.
Angels money line. Nope. Woo. Yeah, no. UFC, Nick. We don't have any UFC. That is all of the plays for today. Let's go. We'll go ahead and recap before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. All of the MLS plays are up on the site. I will be capping the WNBA ones. Those should be out tonight if you guys are interested in that. Lots of games, lots of plays coming out. So make sure you guys check out the EarleSportsBets.com website for all that stuff. Check out the offline sports books in the link in the description below between Bovada, BetOnline, and SportsBetting.ag. If you guys are interested in signing up for any offshore books, if anybody's in non-legal states, or even if you're in a legal state and want an offshore book, there you go. SeatGeek, concert tickets, sporting event tickets, ESPN checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recapping today, let's go with the Vegas Golden Knights. I kind of lean Detroit Tigers, not going to bet it. Over in the Miami game, I lean Pittsburgh. Dodgers, I like. Orioles, I always like. Nationals, I like the Texas Rangers today. Oakland Athletics, and the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I am running with the Miami Marlins team total over 4.5 plus 105. Cardinals -1, -122. Padres money line -129. Doubling down on the Mets. First 5 -130. Full game -125. Dodgers first 5 money line -105. Nationals first 5 money line +130. Athletics first 5 +125. Team total over 4.5 plus 105. The Red Sox first 5 -105, and ending off with the Mariners at +112. I'm on the Vegas Golden Knights +109, and the first period over 1.5 at -125. And then I am on the Montreal Alouettes at I got it at 3.
There you go. Fernando likes Aldana money line, Charles Oliveira by TKO or money line. Good luck to you. I don't do UFC. That's going to do it for this episode of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition. Good luck. Bye-bye.